Hey, it's Max from Max Can Do Paintings, and today I'm here to showcase all of my paintings. To begin, this, I don't want to say journey, but this started in last year of 2023. It was New Year's Eve, and I was painting. I'll show you the painting I was painting in a minute, but I locked in at that point on New Year's Eve that my resolution was going to be to paint more. Not necessarily to get better at painting, but just to paint more. And hopefully, with experience, I would grow more talented at it. You know, I'm not really looking stuff up. I wanted it to be a nice, relaxing experience painting. And so far, throughout my life, it's been the only New Year's resolution that I think I've succeeded on, because I did more painting in 2024 than I had my whole life. But I've always been into art, but not specifically painting, even though I had all this painting stuff with me, and that's what prompted it as well. It's I had all the materials and I wasn't using them. I was doing other things, doing more stuff. But I have here all of the paintings I've done. I'm going to say a couple of things about each one. They're in chronological order. So, let's see. The first paintings I was doing were... Oh, it's weird looking at this one. The first paintings I did were oil paintings. And it's funny because the oldest painting I have, I defaced later. I started out with... Here's the painting. So... Just realized I don't have a way to prop these up. Yeah, this is the oldest painting I have. I did this when I was about between 10 years old and a preteen, and it was a generic grassy field. I think that was the title. On the back it says repainted grassy field, because I'm gonna say 2020 is when I got out all my oil paintings again. Well, they weren't mine. I got all these oil paintings from my grandfather when he passed away. I still have them, but I figured oil paintings, they're a little bit more expensive. So I did a few oil paintings, and then I put them away because I realized, well, I'm not really painting very well, and these are valuable. Maybe I should educate myself a little more, and maybe I'll use them. And I still haven't since then. But yes, I painted this demon. I defaced my own work and put a demon face on it. It's a two-sided demon, and as you can tell, it's not very well done. Look, you can see the black outlines, and it's just a hellscape. There's an erupting volcano, and I destroyed a beautiful scenic grassy field to do that. You can see it's you see that thing coming out of the top of his head? I don't even know. I just destroyed it and went willy-nilly, and I must have been embarrassed. But I must have been embarrassed by my old work, but now that I've done this to it, I kind of want it back. There are a few more works that I painted over, but none of them do I miss as much as this one. I'm sorry, my face is probably getting cut off doing this. But on to the next. This one isn't really a painting, but it is the second oldest. It's a skull man done in oil pastels. I really like this one. It's a miracle I haven't painted over it at this point. No date on the back or any title, so I can only guess. But I'm gonna have to say, like, this was probably like 2015 at the latest I made this. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm trying to place where I was. And that's just that I was probably like a preteen. Still a preteen. Just can't say that, I recently picked up some oil pastels and made a post on Twitter. I mean, Zitter. Check out my Zitter page. That they're hard to get used to. And yeah, I mean, there's no technical skill with the oil pastels in this one. But I still like it all the same. Who doesn't like... I picture that as this guy's skin melted off due to radiation, and that's why his tie turned purple or something. You know, it's just it's a cute picture like that. Would you agree? What's next is... that's right. My oil paintings. Yeah, so like I said, I inherited some... I don't want to say inherited. I just took some oil paintings from my grandfather. And this was the first oil painting I produced, other than that other one. This is the oldest surviving oil painting, I'll say, and it's an egg. I hadn't... Oh, that's right, yes. This is from 2020, when I picked the oil paints back up for a second time. It was, I thought it was a good time to start painting again. And this is actually an old piggy bank that I have. I used it for reference and I painted it. I still love the thing. Used to put all my coins in it until recently, when, like all the coins in there and you're moving them around trying to get them out. It was ruining it. It was disintegrating it from the inside, and the thing's like 85 years old, so I didn't want to destroy it. I still have a piggy bank. It's just not as cool. You may see it in a new bite-sized nuggets. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, I think this is probably one of my favorite paintings I've ever done. This egg. Like, take a look at it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful little character. Just gotta take a look for myself. Yeah, it's good. I nailed the face. I mean, aside from the lazy eye, which I prefer, I think it adds character. I basically got it bang on. It's nice and smooth and glossy, which is what I take away from oil paints. They can look like that. I want to get back into them. Maybe sometime soon. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, the egg. There we go. Here's another one. It's a room corner. A corner of a room in my house. Well, I'm gonna need to... Yeah, I'm sick of holding him. One sec. See, that's better. Much better. It's a room corner from my house. No date on the back. But from my memory, I know it's from a little bit after the egg one. Like, you know, there's not that much to say. Not that much technical skill. You can see it's like you're looking through the end of a glass at this scene, and it you know, you can tell I didn't really care at all. Well, leaning on the table. My signature, like that's my signature there, was always really, really sloppy. And, like, if you look at it from the side, you can just see all the parts sticking up where the paint was glopped on. So, yeah. It's basically, if a painting could be described as a scribble, you know, like, that's how I would describe my oil paintings. But, on to the next. This one has a funny story. This is when I was just starting to, like, just look at the back of this and tell me that this is from someone who put delicate care into the piece. No. Just have a look. See, it works perfect. I'm so proud of myself for this. So I made it. But this was the first time. This is the result of the first time I recorded myself painting. You know, I decided to take extra care. I placed the phone on the tripod, facing me, and this was the end result. This was after I whipped the painting with, like, scribbled it out with black, because I made one small mistake and ruined the whole thing. I still remember it, and, well, it was shameful, to say the least, that I have myself exploding with rage on a painting in on video like that. But I will tell you that defacing it is cathartic. Like, destroying stuff will calm you down briefly, and then I turned it around once it was covered in black and drew this face. I may or may not show the video, but yeah, I have it, and it's recalling it now from memory is very slow paced, and I'm once again, like, the thing I was making wasn't very good, but I just exploded. Like, this little blue part here, that's the one part that remains from the, it was gonna be another room interior. Like, that's the one part that remains, and you know, but I like this face. It's funny to look at. I like the highlights with the, like, this black streak there. You can tell that you know, that's negative space, but it looks like shadow. And that's that one. Still in the 2020s. If I find it, if I put the video up and look at it, I'll put the date that was recorded there. Next, I also recorded myself doing this painting. Oh, got the years mixed up a little bit. This one has a date. It's called the title's A Blue Horse, and it was September 2021. Actually, that face was in 2021 as well. Because now I can remember where I was that year. I was inspired by seeing another painting of a blue horse in a shop. You know, it was an expensive painting of a horse, and what I liked about it was that it was a bright blue horse. So I painted one myself. This one went off without a hitch, the recording. Because it looks like, you know, it's got that vibe that a child drew it. The sun even has a smiley face, which is a hallmark of my drawings whenever I want to feel cute. Just put a big smiling sunshine in there. A blue horse. Just take some time to appreciate it. Let me see. Yeah, I love drawing horses with big toothy grins. They're always fun. I can't be the only one who shares that. And this was the painting of it. The first acrylic painting I did that I took somewhat seriously. So the baseline is this. This is the first one. This is this jumping off point. This is this blue horse. So everything else coming next compared to this will be an improvement, I'd say. This is more personal to me. I didn't do this one to really show to anyone. It's more so to commemorate me putting out creativity nuggets. And this was, see, there's now I'm actually putting the dates on them, and there's a long gap between them. It says July 2nd. This was, so that I would have already put out or been close to putting out 3 creativity nuggets in 2022. Either that or I put the day before the month. No. It's day, month. It's month, day. I do it that way, so it would be July. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I just wanted to paint my logo. That I'd already done it in pencil, and that's the one I use and will continue to use. Of all the paintings that I have, this is probably the one that I least want to keep, which is ironic because it was supposed to be, you know, personal to me and all that. But yeah, it's not really well done. Like, look at those cold ripples of color coming out. It's not very vibrant. Eventually I'll get away from using the big black outlines. But I thought, at least for this one, it looks alright. I just you know, there's only so many times you can pat yourself on the back, I guess. You know, I haven't put out a creativity nuggets in like 2 years. So yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, I'll get rid of this one eventually. I haven't gotten to it yet. Then that's why I'm making this video to show them off, so they won't be gone. Oh, really? We're already on this one. Yeah. Yeah, this was in 2023. Speaking of creativity nuggets. Oh, perfect. It's my two puppet pals, ostensibly my sons, from a yet to be released video that I shot in 2023. Look at him. There's Ignatius. He's looking good. Razors on his filing cabinet. Nice starry sky. I like how I adapted the pattern on Razor. See, I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him from across the room. His lifeless puppet eyes, and it's a great counterpart. They look just like him, actually. What I say about patting myself on the back? But yeah, I mean, I thought about buying this uniquely shaped canvas, and said it's perfect, perfect for a portrait. And so, what better than to do that? Do up a picture of my boys. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a keeper. April 15th, 2023. I think I posted this on Twitter, but yeah, like, these have not seen the light of day. Oh, how could I forget? In 2022, what should I say? See, this is where it gets complicated. No. I'll save it for later. I also, well, bringing attention to this, I made this for a little project in 2022. It was made and designed to fit this. So it's like a miniature. It's like it's a sculpture almost, but for as tiny as it is, and it's made just popsicle sticks and hot glue. It actually holds my paintings, surprisingly. Okay, yeah, that's all my that is every single one of my paintings that has survived up until 2024, and this is the one that I made on New Year's of 2023. See if that'll fit. Gonna have to see, they're getting a little big, so I'm gonna have to hang it up here. The title of this one is Sun Cheeto, and it's because it's part of an image that I had been obsessed with, of the sun holding out his hand like this, offering something. And from the reference image I used for the hand, I was holding a cheesy, my favorite snack. And so the name Sun Cheeto was made up. And this one, he's not holding a Cheeto. He's got a leaf. That was from a suggestion, because I had no idea what else he'd be holding. Great choice, by the way. It just fits. But yeah, made this. Date on the back, December 31st, 2023. And so my year of painting commences. This one's another favorite of mine. Oh, one more thing. You know, the way his hand is. Some people that I've shown it to haven't, they've equated it with something else. Or so I can gather. I showed them the painting, and he said, "What's he doing with his hand?" Starts laughing. And, I didn't follow up on that. Next, this is around February. March 3rd, 2024. Oh. Oh. Look, this is a marvel of engineering either way. If you can't hold this, whatever. This one was quickly abandoned. I wanted to make a nice scenic, I was going trying to make an alien landscape, and I came up with this building with little windows and a metallic tree. The perspective on this is really bad, so I just abandoned it. I thought I must have to learn more in order to make this better. Yeah, and it shows on the back. All I have is the date here. Not even a title. One of these days I will do this idea a little better. Yeah. Here's another example of one that was painted over. See, I have Downhill Cart 2016. Lucky Sphere, April 21st, 2024. And it is the Lucky Sphere. Another obsession of mine similar to the Sun Cheeto. It's just a really cool orb. Glowing. Emitting light, and it could be smoke as well. With a fiery aura. Painted over a great image I did in art class in public school of this could be over explaining, but it's based on a Flash game I played where it was Mario Kart with a C, and he was in a shopping cart going down a snowy hill. Downhill Karting was the name I gave it when I painted over it. That one I don't really regret. It's Mario fan art from a 13-year-old me. Now it's the Lucky Sphere. I painted the Lucky Sphere. Next is the real big one. Let's see if I can get it out of the bag. There we go. Axe-wielding Sasquatch. Yeah, this should have been around. Oh, can you see me? Oh, April 21st, 2024. It's a very large one. Now, you'll notice that a lot of my paintings from this year will have a backdrop of the ocean, and this is the first because it's very easy to paint the ocean. And this is based on an old doodle I did that is up in my dad's bathroom because it was a gift to him. And likewise, I painted this for my dad. I think he liked it. Told him I was gonna give him a print, but yeah, didn't happen. As soon as this video's over, I'll give it to him, I suppose. If he wants it, that is. Yeah, no joke. Reminder to put up that bathroom wall photo. This character. He's a funny little guy. could have added more. I could have added the sea serpents and the fire, but I didn't. What we got here? All right. Second to last photo. Shambly Wanderer from September. All throughout the summer, I did a couple commissions. It took up the whole summer, 2 commissions, and I'll get to talking to those after the ones I actually have. But this one actually has a story behind it. I was really, really inspired by this Let's Paint TV episode I watched. And if you don't know Let's Paint TV, I mean, he's better known than I am. So, like anyone that's better known than me, I don't know, it's just a rule. I'd say you'd have to know him. But, yeah, John Kilduff, Let's Paint TV, a true inspiration to me. I mean, like YouTube personas who don a suit and do all their shtick in a suit jacket. That's, you know, those are as common as anything. But John Kilduff, I don't know if I would be painting in a suit if it weren't for him. Not to mention he was on public access before YouTube, but yeah, I wouldn't have found him if not for YouTube. Anyways, huge inspiration to me. I was watching one of his videos as I do, one of his old archived public access shows, and I think it was, what was it? Lost Cremators? Let's Paint TV with Lost Cremators. They were like a backing band, and he drew, I don't know, I can't remember what he was drawing, but through what I could see, he drew a ghostly figure that I tried to capture in this one. I tried to capture I tried to recreate what John Kilduff did with this one. And I think I did a good job. Put the image up now. Side by side. You know, it was fitting for autumn too. A nice muddy landscape. Yeah, I really like how this one turned out. Nice and spooky. The Shambly Wanderer. I didn't know whether or not to call it the Shambly Wanderer or the Wandering Shambler. You know, food for thought, which is best. And this is the final one in honor of 2025. And I finished this not on New Year's Eve, but on December 29th. It's Sun Cheeto Part 2. Sun Cheeto Folly Adieu. This one I put a lot of time in, and I think it turned out pretty good. If we go back to the Blue Horse, see where I started to where I am now, I think there is a huge improvement. 2021 to 2024. September 2021, December 2024. Pretty good. Pretty noticeable improvement. And there ought to be. This one, it was subconscious, but the image of the sun with the face came from this game called Taboo: The Sixth Sense. And when I drew this background, I told myself, I knew, because I drew the background first, I knew it had to be the next Sun Cheeto, this pink this planet and the shooting star. I pull out Taboo the Sixth Sense again, and I realize that's a lot. It's the background of this is a lot like the background of the cover of that game, which I like. It's a good game, but I didn't make that decision consciously. It's kind of funny. The sun is a little more different this time. It's more dynamic poses with the hand. It doesn't look like he's gripping something. He's not gripping anything. He's doing the as above, so below. It's got like some esotericism in it. It's like real deep, and well, that's it. Just gonna do a quick addendum of all the paintings I just have pictures of. There's quite a few I didn't show, and I'd like to get to them. So hopefully I can do some ADR that in. So just as I was finishing wrapping this up, I realized I'd neglected to mention some of the larger artworks I've done, mainly because they couldn't fit in the stack I was doing. So first off, the train painting, created for Creativity Nuggets episode 1 on painting, and for the episode sole focus being on painting. I really don't think I did a good job, honestly speaking. Hopefully that doesn't ruin the episode in retrospect, but yeah, it's crazy to think I thought this was okay. I was just going by the seat of my pants, or however that phrase goes. Yeah, I guess that's the power of positive thinking, that I thought it was okay, but I really should have started a little smaller than that. Speaking retrospectively. Next, the Geets Brothers, A Series of Complete Coincidences painting, done just a rendition of the cover art of the album of the same name, finished at around the same time in March 2023. I believe that's right. Not a lot of technical skill in this one either. The main jarring thing about it is just the shadows, the harsh black shadows. Like it looks like a mistake. It looks like little splotches on there. But otherwise, I mean, this was painted over something that I really didn't care about either. I remember there's a hole in it from where I poked a pencil through. So, in the end, what does it matter? I just repurposed it. But I'll keep this one around. And even that, just talking about my paintings, that doesn't even scratch the surface of the backlog of artwork that I've produced over the years and still continue to produce on a fairly regular basis. I'd like to mention that recently, over the past few months, I've become a lot more active on Zitter, X, Twitter. It's never gonna get easy to say. Just posting whatever I can as I make them. It's a little sporadic, but still a lot more consistent than my YouTube uploads. So if you'd like to see more, please check that out. I have 6 followers. Can't tell you how many are bots, but it used to be a few times larger than that, and those were all bots. Recently had my first actual mutual like. That made me feel good. So anyways, there's tons more stuff. I may make another video like this on my YouTube if I feel like it. See how this one goes. So with that said, I'd like to thank you all for watching me and being interested. So please stay tuned for more.